Oh, it's been a crazy day.
Good evening, everybody.
Hey.
Let's see what we've got here. Heinrich, good evening. Arvin from Philippines. It's good to see your faces, everyone. We're always in the webinar. We don't get to see everyone. Ravinder, good evening. I know what time is it over there. It's probably 10:30 at night, right? And then all the way that side of the globe, we've got James from Colombia. Great to see you guys there. Someone here from my home country, Khomotso. Good to see you. She runs digital. Very interesting, right? And then some familiar names, Stratos. Very good to see you there. Charlie, good evening.
Hey, guys, welcome.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What have we got here? And yeah, everyone, good evening. We've got Ben there as well. Bien, Gavra, good evening to you. And then from Lincoln over there, Jeberios Visuals. Also, good to see everybody here tonight. Very welcome. It is the 22nd of October. I am just totally amazed at where the year had gone. Carl is from Oregon. Also, good evening to you, Carl. Good morning to you in that case. And then I'll see if it's a good evening to you over there in Pakistan. So we're really going global again here today. It's always great to see everyone. Rick is from Texas. Yes, good evening. Oh, good morning again, Rick. Sorry about that. But then the darkened entity, that's England. So you guys in good evening. The Netherlands, goeienaand. And then we have also there some more people going in. Very good to see all of you here. Welcome to another town hall session. And some of you are on Facebook and some of you are on YouTube. Just a quick reminder for those of you that are on Facebook, if you try to post a comment, you have to give Facebook permission to share your user profile data with this. So if you don't give Facebook that permission, there's a little instruction in the blurb below in the description how you can do that. Your name will not appear and we will not necessarily post your comment because we try to keep it as casual and engaging as possible here. Let's see who else have we got here. We've got a few more people. Stan from Seattle. And then all the way from France, Philippe, good evening. And I think John, yes, from Florida and a number of others. I think we've got Heinrich as well. Heinrich, goeienaand. Good. Dimitri, how are you doing? What's happening in your world?
Yeah, I'm not sure if we, when we started, what I've said was live on the stream, but I said something like it was a crazy day, and it surely was because I'm juggling a lot of plates lately with this. We have restrictions, more restrictions here in Romania, where I'm from, and my kids, both of them are at home again. So I'm dealing with that and also work, and it was a crazy day, ups and downs. But yeah, overall, I bet this live stream is like a breath of fresh air. So I'll get my energy from this tonight.
So Dimitri, we've talked a little bit during the year and the webinars. We've talked a lot about how this COVID-19 has affected also the team and the development team. I assumed that it would be very easy for the team to be working remotely, right? But I think a few times we talked about it. It is an adjustment for them as well, right?
It is because we are fortunate in a lot of ways working in this field, and development and design, and we are working like this in 2 different countries, with office in 2 different countries, design in Bucharest, Romania, and the development in Moldova, Chișinău, since 2009, right? So we have some experience with remote teams, and it came easier a bit for us. But on the development side, even if you can develop things from home separately, when you're in the office, it doesn't necessarily compare. You need to check some things with the team. Things go easier, and it's more when you're in the office, for sure. But we've managed. and I think the team did a great job overall, and they are back at the office, part of them, some still are at home. We are in this situation right now.
But I see, one of the things that I know in one of the newspapers here in South Africa, they were talking about how COVID-19 has affected consumer behavior. And one of the things working remotely from home is that they say toiletries like shampoo and soap and these kind of products have gone down because people just get up, they stay in their clothes, and they don't shower as often. And I look at our hair, I look at your hair, and I think we are a very good example of that.
I'll just do it like this, and we're sorted for tonight.
Just before we continue, James, when will YouTube allow real-time translation? I don't know. We got to ask them at one point. Unfortunately, we're not in charge of that ship. So a little bit personal question from Ravinder is, Mr. Dimi, what is your mother tongue? So tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, my mother tongue is Romanian. Aș putea să vorbesc un pic în română, să vedeți cum sună. E un pic complicat pentru userii normali. This was Romanian, so it's a bit complicated. I'm not sure how it sounds from the outside, but what I've learned is that it sounds a bit odd and hard to pronounce for if you're not Latin. If you're not Latin descent, it's harder to. But yeah, this is Romanian for you.
Right, Pele, good evening. And I know, Pele, it's a good morning for you. He says it looks like your kids used it as a trampoline today. Right?
They did. Yes, they did.
Jeff, good evening. They're from Houston. And then Steve is from the Rainbow Nation over here in South Africa. And then, Philip, I agree with you. No tie since January. I don't even know how to wear a suit anymore. I have no idea how to go back to that and to have a tie. We moved house and we started what was supposed to happen very quickly, and we finally got into the new house finalized by August. And I was hanging out my ties and I just didn't know where to hang them because I didn't see me using them or putting them on again. Right. Okay, Bien said they need some people with some players.
I don't think I even own a tie, to be perfectly honest. I'm sure I do somewhere in the dresser, but no ties for me at work. It's a casual Friday all day, all week for me. So
yeah. Okay. Oh, Anna says Romanian sounds cool. I almost thought it sounded a little bit French. Not that I'm an expert in French either, and the French are going to be very angry at me for saying that at this moment.
No, I think it's more maybe more Italian. So
yeah. Guerra from Argentina. Good morning to you over there. And then Pele, you're in England. Okay. I thought you were even further away, so we're more or less on the same timeline here. We have adopted 2 dogs from Romania to Finland. Whoa, nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so lots of nice introductions, and it's good to see you guys here. Just to get around the theme of the town hall again, we have our webinar sessions as well. So what we usually do in a webinar, it's far more formal. We have a product presentation. We give you some feature in that, and we focus only on that topic. But the town hall is a typical town hall where we come and we sit there on the stage, and you are open community. You're allowed to ask us questions. We will present maybe a few things here and there, but the idea is for you to interact with us. Naturally, some people are going to ask the same questions that we asked previously. So try and also go and check the old videos and follow up on what's happening in the forum without trying to ask the same questions again. But if you do, we understand. Welcome to the group, and we will try and answer your questions as well. Alrighty, so Karkan Studios, let's talk about the beta. How's the WooCommerce integration coming along?
It's going great. We are. I know that Sergio pushed very hard this week to bring it all together. We want to launch it as fast as possible. I think maybe next week, something like this. We'll see. Don't quote me on that because things tend to show up, right? So we might be forced to push it a couple of days, but it's 7-10 days away, something like this.
Right, and then just a few more people are saying good evening to Ricky from Amsterdam, Gonzalo from Bolivia, and then there we have Kathy also from the USA. Good morning to you over there, and then Jose from Namibia, Jose Rodriguez. I didn't see. Okay, so this one I've seen now a few times regarding the starter theme. Who had asked this? Stratos. Let's see. Charlie, yes, the starter theme. When will this be ready?
We already have a starter theme, a Brizy starter theme. I think maybe it's a bit our fault, and we'll remedy this for sure. It's a bit our fault that we don't make it so obvious on the website. But we have a Brizy starter theme. You can download it. It's not in the WordPress repository. You can download it from our GitHub account. I'll raise this with the guys, and we'll make this theme a bit more prominent on our website and easier to download. Maybe add it in the Brizy user account. That's I think an interesting idea. This starter theme would be something like a bare bones theme. It is actually a bare bones theme, right? We took the standard WordPress theme and strip it down basically of all excess fat. So you can go on our website and download it. Actually, let me see if I can.
Yeah, Charlie says the starter theme is the best kept secret.
Yeah.
Dimitri, okay, what would be the reason anybody would want to use the starter theme? There are already so many other themes out there, and they're doing a very good job.
And they do a great job. And actually, we're having a conversation and excellent, amazing relationships with all the founders. Starting from Astra, Neve, Page Builder Framework. So these are all our friends, and we respect them. We always promote them because they do an amazing job, and all those teams are bringing some options and some things to the table. Most of them bring Brizy starter sites like Astra, Neve, and Bloxy. So we always recommend them. But if you want to start basically from scratch, you don't want to install any theme, anything. So you want to start from scratch and only use the builder. You go with this is your choice, right? You go with something light with starter theme, with Brizy starter theme, and you build from there using the builder, blogging, headers, footers, everything.
And naturally, we're talking about WordPress, so our starter theme would be recommended for people who want to go with the builder, I would say, which is more pro users for Brizy Pro. If you're going to use Brizy free, I would recommend you use go for Astra, go for GeneratePress, go for Bloxy, one of those rather, right?
For sure, yes.
Okay. So while we're on the themes, Kathy had asked about integration with GeneratePress, more sample layouts. Well, unfortunately, Kathy, we do work and we do partner with the theme developers, but how they run out the programs up to them.
Yeah, it's up to them, and but I'm not sure if I need to share this, but it's a two-way street, right? For example, we have a great relationship with Tom from GeneratePress, and we already built some starter sites and helped him start some starter sites for Brizy, but I think he's very busy and managing some stuff and doing some things, and I think that it takes some time to bring those in. So maybe just go ask him, hey Tom, what's with that Brizy partnership? Are you still bringing up those starter sites? And if we put a bit of pressure, I'm sure it will count more for it if it comes from you guys than if it comes from me. So yeah.
Okay, good. So Anna is also talking about the download link for that. And yeah, I think to round off the discussion regarding the starter site or the bare bones that we have for Brizy is, this is when you are going to focus on using Brizy by building your headers and your footers and your blogs and everything with the Brizy builder. Then that naked bare bones starter site is ideal for that. If you're using Brizy free, then it's better to use one of those dedicated header footer themes that are made for that. And just go over to brizy.io. We've got some very great partners. You may have your own theme that that you are very happy with, but there are some great ones out there, and you will see in the forums. This is always a discussion. I never want to answer a question like, which theme do you guys use? Because I don't know how to answer that. And purely because myself, I like to use different themes. And of course, there's a this nice part to it is that you're constantly learning new things. The downside is you're wasting time on learning new things all the time. If you get a theme that you like, and it's a theme that you get to understand very well, your building becomes much quicker and you know how that theme runs very well. So it's a decision. Unfortunately, I'm not that disciplined enough to just stick with one theme, so I pay the price all the time. Let's look at something else. So Stratos has been talking about the JS and bloat, and he mentions that he's been comparing to Elementor, and he feels that there are fewer requests coming in for Brizy. So he mentioned that you earlier this year said that you will be working on that unnecessary JS and bloat.
Yep. We actually, I'm not sure if that was already introduced in our last update. I'll have to check that. But I know for a fact that that the guys are working hard. This is, first of all, we need to understand that this is a process. We can't just do like this and overnight we'll have everything optimized and everything. And not because we don't want to. We want to, but it's a process. Some optimization requires some waiting time for other features to come in and to that model the optimization. So being a process, it takes some time and needs to be done in steps. I can assure you that this is a continuous focus to optimize the code output, and it was greatly optimized. If you can check that if you go on WordPress repository, you can download the first version of Brizy way back in 2018. And if you want to actually compare it, you can go do that, and you'll see that that this is the case. And we continuously do that. But I think in the last update, or it comes in the next update, I'm not 100% sure. I know that the JavaScript was optimized a lot. I know that all the CSS was optimized a lot in the sense that the load on the page. So, for example, if you load the carousel or something that requires JavaScript or CSS on the page, only what's on the page is loaded, right? We don't load any unnecessary libraries no more. It was happening in the past, but it doesn't happen no more. So we've made great improvements there. And this is being a process. It will continue going forward.
Right. So Jay, welcome. Yep. Good to see the people here returning for us. Very great to see all of you here. Let's just run back to a few. Charlie was just talking to the support team again, saying big thanks to Alexandra and Natalia. And I think, you know, I know how it feels to work on a support team, because you are only contacted when things go bad. People don't contact you when things go well. So your job is only damage control and problem solving. And sometimes you can help. Sometimes it's a little bit more struggling, and it can lead to a lot of frustration. So I don't want to work in support. So I'm also very grateful for the great support team we have. And we said we want to get them at one point here in the town hall as well, just to come say good evening and good morning to all of you.
We should for sure. A couple of words, if I may, about this the support. I think that the team is doing an awesome job. It's a difficult. You need some particular skill sets to manage and do quality support, and I think all of our guys have the skills. What I would like to maybe point out is that usually support, and I try to think of it like this: when I ask support from other companies, like hosting companies or what have you, it's a both ways responsibility, right? So you can make your life a lot easier if you know how to manage to ask, to give the details they ask for, login details and things like that. So yes, please be responsible when when asking for support.
Yeah. So there's some more thanks coming in for the
Thank
support,
you.
and it's really good to see that. Thank you, everyone. It's always good because, like I said, it's me and Dimi. We are the faces, and we also have Chris, and people talk to us, and it's very easy for us to become the face. But there is a massive team behind this, and that's the team that's bringing it to you. I'm just a voice. I'm not the real product. So the real gratitude goes to all of them. So a big thanks to that. Just coming back quickly to the theme, because Bien, you are still asking about that. This theme, the starter theme, you were saying, Dimitri, we'll put it on the site and we'll have a link for that, right?
No, let me just back a bit. We've created the Brizy starter theme for our author program, right? We have an author program that lets you build premium WordPress themes that you sell commercially for on marketplaces like Envato or Creative Market or what have you. And in that program, you pay for a license, and you are allowed to include Brizy Pro as part of your team when you sell it, right? So your client will benefit of the Brizy Pro functionality. You can go read about that on our author program on our website. But because we've created this program, we said to ourselves, let's create a starter team, right? So we can help authors start from scratch, from a starter team to build their premium Brizy Pro WordPress team that they will sell further. So it was created in a way that is not related to how users wants to use it right now. That's why you will find it on the author page. So if you go on brizy.io and access the partners in the menu at the top, you'll find authors there, and on the authors scroll down. It's like a quest, right? 5 different steps, but you can find it on the authors page, and we'll push it to be more prominent on our website and maybe download it from your account.
Sure.
Exactly. Thanks, Paul.
Yep. Jump a completely different question. Are you ready for this one, Brizy? Kathy just asked, out of curiosity, how many women on the team?
We have, we have, if I'm not mistaken, I know that the guys already are looking to hire. We are always looking to hire talented developers, support team, and talented designers. If you go on About Us page, you can see all our faces, and if that's important for some reason to count the number of girls or women on our team, you can do that. But we don't hire based on gender. We hire based on skills and on qualifications yeah.
Great. Erica says, love Brizy. Thank you very much, Erica, for that as well. Let's have a quick look. I'm just scrolling up again because I've run over questions already. Over here. So let's start with Carl has been asking a comprehensive list of Brizy video tutorial topics with links. We have a document, our document database with videos in there, but a dedicated link list for the videos, no, right?
Yeah, we have. You can. I'm not sure, Carl, if you checked our YouTube channel. That doesn't do it for you, or
yeah, I think Carl is talking about having like a list similar to the list you and I work on behind the scenes. I think he's looking for a list like that.
Yeah, but I think we can brush it up a bit, right? And maybe put it on one of the roadmaps somewhere, and maybe open it up a bit to let our community contribute to it and see what we can.
Yeah, Carl, that list exists, but currently it's only me and Dimi who knows about that list. So we'll think how we can put it out there. I mean, it's a nice archive. You can go there. It's easy to search. So I understand it. It's something we can definitely look at. Let's talk about funnel builder for Brizy. Daniel is over there from Facebook. So he's looking at Facebook. I see we've got a few people from Facebook. Great to see you guys as well.
Yes, Daniel, we have that on our list for some time now, and it might seem that we are stalling a bit, but I assure you we are not. The design is already done we have the prototype design for the funnel functionality. The funnel will come in WordPress first, and that's because in WordPress we can leverage the WooCommerce builder and have an integrated experience, right? Once we bring it in, you'll be able to use it right away. In cloud, things stay a bit different because we don't have payments there, we don't have analytics yet, so it will take a bit longer in Brizy Cloud. Unfortunately, I can't put a time on it, but we want to. It's on the list, and it's high on the priority list. I think maybe the beginning of the year, just to put something out there, so you have an approximate idea. But I can't tell you for sure, unfortunately.
Right. I think this one is a question that we've definitely can answer. Is there a way to insert code or short code somewhere in the page made with Brizy?
Of course there is. Yeah, we have, if I'm not mistaken, we have two elements. If you're working with WordPress, you have the shortcode element. So basically you'll drag an element on the page and copy paste the shortcode of what you want to bring in for another plugin or anything. Yeah. And we also have an embed element that will let you embed anything, any script or any HTML. So it supports JavaScript and HTML natively. So basically anything embeddable from anywhere on the web, it can be embedded. One thing I've noticed, and I think this is an issue we have outstanding for some time, is that when you embed something, I'm not sure you've noticed that, GP, when you embed something, not every time it is drawn on the actual page inside the builder. So basically, maybe you'll copy paste an embed code from somewhere, and you will not see a representation of that embed. But when you go on the front end, it will be there. So don't freak out if you copy paste something and it doesn't show in the builder.
Yeah. Gomotso wants to know if we can have a payment terms, monthly payment terms.
Yes, we've thought about that, but the decision was made to go with the yearly payment. Mainly because this business model we are employing, it's something that we didn't invent it. We looked in the industry and see what's sort of used and popular, and figured out this way. I think on a monthly basis, hosting does it like this. It's an idea. Maybe make it a monthly payment, and when you pay a little more, and make it an early yearly payment, and pay with a small discount or something. Yeah, it's an idea. We'll, you know what? I'll just write it down and discuss it with the guys. We're open to do any sort of modifications our community asks. At least discuss about it. Not all of them are going all the way, but we are discussing everything. So monthly payments.
I know Chris did earlier this year a tutorial on how to integrate Lifter LMS, and now we're talking about LMS integration. So I think let's talk about the WordPress part first. And this is from Zoltan. And for me, it's also something that I've been working on a lot. And I mean, in the last few months, we've seen LMS usage go through the roof as people had to start working from home, and teachers suddenly had to put things online. I mean, I even saw and work with yoga instructors and mental health coaches, people who exclusively worked one-on-one in private sessions with people suddenly had to find ways to put their stuff online. So I believe the LMS need has completely gone through the roof, and there is always a little bit of, I would say, a difficulty in integrating them with builders to get everything look perfectly. They are maybe made to work with some themes. I know Astra has a lot of integration with some of these, like LearnDash, Lifter LMS, and some of the others. And I know on the market also doing very well at the moment is Tutor LMS, doing extremely well, especially because it's got a free component as well. Is there anything in the future? And I'll split this question in two. One is WordPress, and then the second one, is there something for cloud maybe that we're looking at 2021, 2022, something like that?
So let's start with WordPress. We had this idea, and it's still on the list, and it doesn't refer to Learning Dash or plugins in this area of learning systems, but of more plugins. We have this idea to contact the developers or the founders and do some tighter partnerships and integrate their plugins in Brizy a bit more tighter, right? So maybe we'll create an element for LearnDash that you'll drag on the page when you have the LearnDash plugin installed. Those LearnDash elements will appear there, and you can drag them on the page and do some stuff with them and bring some things from LearnDash into Brizy this way. Of course, you can do that. I'm sure you can do that right now, because LearnDash and all these plugins work with shortcodes. So you will be able to do that with the shortcode element. Of course, it's not maybe the Brizy way or an elegant integration, but I'm sure you can do it right now with the shortcode element. But in the future, and maybe in the near future, we plan to start developing these kind of partnerships and get in touch with. For example, I'm a good friend with Daniel from Smart Slider, and they do an amazing job. We've used Smart Slider since its inception a couple of years back, and we love it. And we plan some integrations like this and discuss about it. Unfortunately, it takes some time, and two, the team is super focused right now to do all sorts of important functionality for WordPress and cloud. And the reality is we don't always have the necessary resources to tackle every idea we have. But it's on the list, I can assure you of that, and it will come. As for the cloud, we don't have any plans related to learning systems. But what we plan, and it's in the works already, is an API for apps. So basically, you'll be able to develop applications for Brizy Cloud, the same you do for Shopify or for other platforms, and the same you'll do for Brizy WordPress, because we'll have two different APIs, one for third-party development for WordPress and one for Brizy Cloud. So I presume there will be enough smart developers out there that will want to be on board this train and develop a Lifter learning system for Brizy Cloud as an app.
Right. So I popped that comment there from Danielle on the API. Dimi just mentioned it. The APIs are in the works, and it will be both there for WordPress as well as for Brizy Cloud.
We have, if you refer to, I see that you wrote Zapier in there, and we already have that implemented in our contact form as an integration. I think we have 18 integrations, and I know a lot of you asked for a lot more. We have a list of, I think, 40 other integrations that most of them I didn't hear about them. So we have that, and it's in reality impossible to manage all those integrations and do them all, because we are not trying to create a Zapier here. We have Zapier, and we'll have the API with web hooks that will let you basically integrate anything you want or need.
Good. So this question came up a few times about ACF Pro, Advanced Custom Fields Pro.
Yeah, we have this on our list as well. All the custom fields plugins were integrated for the free versions of the plugins, and I'm in contact with. I was actually chatting on email with the pod guys. I'm not sure I have the email from the ACF guys, but that is easy to find and get in contact with them. We need to extend the custom fields a bit more, for sure, to incorporate the pro versions of their plugins. It's on the list. It will come. I can't unfortunately tell you when, but what I can tell you, we are not actively working on those right now. Those right now is WooCommerce, and we'll talk about it a bit later, I'm sure.
Okay, so another question that's popped up a few times, and I think we are talking about the blog function for cloud. Yeah,
this is one of the things that the team is actively working on. So we're working on it for a couple of months already. It's pretty complex, because we are, if you think about it a bit, we are trying to do in half a year, 1 year, what WordPress did in 13 years. So it takes a while, but we're getting there. We are making good progress, and I've actually seen an alpha build, and I think you'll like it. We are putting all the Brizy magic into our implementation. So I can't wait to show you something, but it's not there yet. It still needs some time in the cooker.
Right. So Ed, I know you were the one who asked this first, so just a little bit more time. Hang in there. Christmas is coming soon. Not sure it's by Christmas, but Christmas is coming at least. To you, Dimi, mentioned the animations improvements you showed last meeting. Will that be ready this year?
Look, if you were to do the priorities and to do the builder the way 100% the way I like it and Bogdan likes it and GP or maybe we creative guys wanted, Brizy will be in a totally different place and maybe will be 1 year behind. Sergi is a mastermind when it comes to managing everything and putting the teams and all the priorities and everything like that. And I know for a fact that Max, one of our top developers, is having something on his list right now, is working on something. I can't totally remember what, but next is this animation module. And I'm super excited about it because it opens the doors to all sorts of possibilities, at least for our creative souls, right? We want something to move on the page when you scroll, when you move the mouse and things like that. So I give you that. It's Brizy right now on the front page is a bit static, but that will change really soon. I'm not sure if by the end of the year, we are November already. Oh my God, the year went by so fast. November, with December coming, all the holidays, all the Black Fridays, I'm not sure, but I can tell you that it will come soon because one of our guys is next on his list.
Our in-house Facebook manager, Chris, says these meetings shouldn't take place at the time when normal people go out to get their pizza from the shop around the corner. Yeah, I sometimes I don't eat before these meetings, and when we are stopped, I'm famished and I'm ready to kill someone just to get some food. Yeah. So Chris, also welcome. It's good to have the team here.
Welcome, man. Thanks for joining.
I think, okay, guys, there are still a lot of questions, and I'm very happy when we don't sit in a real town hall, because it will be real chaos there, but it's still nice to see everyone there, and the feedback is highly welcome. We'll return to the questions very soon. Let's step back, and Dimi, let's talk about, when you and I were talking about it, you told me, JP, you can ask me about membership. So Dimi, what is this thing about membership?
Yeah, well, we are working on a functionality that is based on or derived from our block conditions in a way. We are extending the block functionality, and we'll be I think in the near future, and we'll also have a GP. I've also told you that I think we'll need to do a webinar on this functionality. It will be a bit interesting, because the options are two inputs, right? Are two little things that will give you the power to play with the blocks in a way that is very interesting, and I think you'll be able to do a lot of things with it. So memberships, I beat around the bush a lot. Memberships, we have this functionality that will let you display blocks on certain user roles, right? So what you'll be able to do is, for example, define two roles. Let's say you define a role for a free account, right, and a role for a pro account, and you'll be able to display blocks based on those roles, or maybe take the roles from the default roles from WordPress. For example, you want a role to be a block to be displayed for editors, and a block to be displayed for subscribers, or maybe a block to be displayed for all the users, and you'll be able to play like this and create memberships, right? So basically, this is it. It's a membership functionality. You'll be able to create a page that has multiple blocks on it, and some of the blocks are displayed to all. Some of the blocks can be seen only by subscribers, some of them only by admins, some of them only if you're logged in or if you're logged out, and things like that. So you'll be able to juggle blocks like this in a membership fashion. And if you put on top a plugin that manages these roles and creates plans, take for example WP Ultimo. You can take WP Ultimo and create some plans and implement some pricings and things like that, and you can create some awesome stuff for your logged in users. Give access to different blocks. That it's interesting because you can create in blocks anything, right? So if you sell a course, for example, let's take a simple example. You sell a digital course on how to build funnels, and what you'll do, you'll have a block where it's membership works. You'll have a block that promotes that course with 3-minute videos telling, look, I'll teach you this, I'll teach you that. And after that block, you'll have another block with the actual video that is 2 hours, right? So you can display the first block to all the users, and the second block you'll display it only to paid users or only to logged in users. And if you put the logged in users behind a paywall, you have your membership. It's very, very easy. We'll present some examples and show you how it works in a webinar. Who knows? Maybe next week or the week after. We'll see. And
so we are talking WordPress, right?
Sorry.
We are talking WordPress.
Yeah, we are talking WordPress. Yes. Because in WordPress the roles and it's already there, right? You have all the role functionality there. You can basically use it day one.
Yeah. Yes. And Anna says what you just described.
Exactly, yep. Anna. For simple projects, for sure, it's not a problem. And I think it can handle or better yet, more complex projects up to a point. Hey.
Yeah, sorry. It needs attention, and it says I'm talking, and she doesn't understand who I'm talking to, so she comes to give some support here. Dimitri, I have a question. We had actually looked at something earlier this year in Brizy Cloud where you could collaborate with other people and they could leave comments. What happened to that?
Yeah, that is finished, right? It's done. But it still needs some little things to be put together. And because the team has a lot on its plate right now with blogging, we figured we pushed that in priority a bit, right? It's important, and actually, me and Bogdan we are usually meeting at night when the kids are asleep, and I have a nice place here near my near where I live, and we drink a wine and talk Brizy usually. And we just talked the other day, and we are working on designs a lot lately. And Bogdan told me, man, that collaboration would have helped a lot right now, because we are exchanging feedback a lot with the designers and with our guys that work on implementing them in Brizy. And the collaboration tool would have helped a lot, and it will come for sure. It's almost done, but we took the hard decision to move it a bit lower on the priorities, because the team is working on more important stuff. It will come for sure. It's something cool, and I can't wait for you to use it, because it will help tremendously if and only if you are working with in a team, right? Because you'll swap feedback, and you'll comment on design and things like that. But if you're working alone and doing your project maybe, or if you're working with clients that don't want to be engaged with the process, it doesn't help you right now.
Right, let's take 2 more questions, and then we have showcase poll time. So Facebook user, and if you are from Facebook, please remember that the first time that you use this platform from Facebook is going to ask you if you want to give permission. If you don't do that, we're just going to see it says Facebook user and no face, and it doesn't feel like a town hall. So please try and do that for us, guys, when you log in from Facebook. But I still think there is what is the estimated time for the global directory of templates shared by users globally. So the question here is, again, like, I create a blog and I save it in my blog. Is there a way that at some point I can share it with other accounts and other people?
Yeah, with what you can do it in a way right now, because if you invite, you can sync the blocks. No, let me answer the question first, and I'll tell you how to do it a bit later. But it's something like this. We had this idea, I think, maybe when we started Brizy or something like this, because we are discussing Brizy a lot. That's not something new, and there are some issues here with the global. It sounds very good, and we want to do it. It's on the list for sure. We want to investigate it more, at least. There are some issues here that are posing some difficulties, and there are some questions, not necessarily difficulties, but there are some questions that need to be answered first. There is the question of copyright, first of all. So basically, we'll need to buffer this with a review process in a way, right? Because okay, everyone is fine and dandy, and we know each other. We are a community, but we need to make sure, as a business, as a legal business that can get in trouble after all eventually. We need to make sure that everything is done how it should be. So we can't let copyrighted images pass. We can't let pornography pass. We can't let all sorts of things pass. So we need to buffer it with a preview, right? With a review. So there are questions like this that maybe are not that evident at first, but this is one of them that needs to be answered. It needs to have a team in place that does the reviews, that pushes the blocks or the layouts in the repository. it's a bit of a process, and we have that on the list. We need to talk about it more. We want to talk about it more, but it's a matter of priorities, and unfortunately, some of the things are above this. But my guess is that it will come eventually, because it's an idea I've always liked, and I'll keep pushing on it.
Good. Stratos is asking if the new WooCommerce feature that's rolling out to the Brizy WordPress Pro plugin include a cart icon.
Yeah, in fact, I'm a bit impressed, GP. You are either choosing all the questions, the right ones, because all the questions are great, have an answer, and I love answering questions like this. So yeah, we have a cart icon. It's actually a pretty cool one, because you can go rewatch we did it in a webinar or in a live stream. I can't remember. In a webinar, I think, right? The WooCommerce. You can go rewatch the webinar. It's uploaded on YouTube already. We have a cart icon that you'll drag. It's a cart element basically that you'll drag in the page, and that will put a cart icon there, and you have all sorts of nice options to stylize it, to put a badge on it, to control everything that pops out, because when you click that cart, it will bring let me show here a sidebar on here with your cart and all the controls to let you stylize it. It's pretty cool. I kind of like it, and I know that Sergio told me that they've already improved it a lot in terms of letting you stylize it, because when we get usually things like elements or things that come from WordPress or from WooCommerce, for example, because the cart comes from WooCommerce, where we don't have 100% flexibility. We can't do anything we want. It's not like we would do with a Brizy element that we built from scratch. There we have 100% freedom. We can do anything we like. But with this kind of elements, carts or shopping pages or things like that, we have some limitations. But I think you'll like what we came up with in terms of styling.
Okay, I think one more question before the showcase poll from Roger, because I don't know this one. What about the new Facebook and Instagram embeds on WordPress? Will it still work after October 24 with Brizy?
That's a good question. I'm sorry, I'm not up to speed with everything regarding those changes, and I wouldn't want to put you to create false expectations or tell you something that it's not accurately that it's not right. So Roger, if you could be so kind and maybe send me an email on I'm sure we'll announce it on Facebook and maybe in a newsletter. But if you send me an email on dimi@brizy.io, I will reply with an answer.
And I like it. Chris is saying that Facebook is about 3 seconds behind. I guess YouTube always want to be. And then Pele mentioned to him, "Welcome to the future, Chris." Good to see that. Okay, Dimi, what have we got in terms of a showcase? So to give you guys the idea, Dimi is going to present 2 options to you. Number 2, and you have to choose 1 or 2, and you can only choose 1. And it's going to be one that we will show you a little bit what's being planned. You cannot choose both. You have to choose 1, and in the end, there can only be 1. So 1 is going to win, 1 is going to not lose.
It's like that series Highlander or
Highlander.
Yeah, Highlander. It can be only 1. So the idea is this: we are always trying to spice things up and show you guys something, either in webinars or here in the live streams. And I'm not sure if you're familiar. Last time with our community had the choice between showing you the funnel design or showing you the animation module design, and the consensus was that the animation wins, and we showed the animations design. And today we'll do something similar, and we've prepared for you 2 choices. One is funnel design. I'm pushing with this funnel design, but we have it from last time, so we'll need to keep the contender in the ring. And second, it will be 5 design packs never seen before. So you've never seen this. There are 5 design packs that I'm thinking that I'm selling the designs too hard, so maybe they'll choose design. So yeah, funnels or five design packs that will come in the next design update. So you'll have to. We have polls here, GP, with this. With
no, we don't have a poll. So you guys have to say 1 or 2. We'll be counting.
Yeah. So 1 is funnel, and 2 is design. If you put 1, you'll vote for funnel, and if you put 2, you'll vote for the design showcase.
Okay,
GP
so far it's 3-3.
Okay. GP will count.
Yeah, I'm counting here.
Yeah, we'll count the votes, and I'm ready with the showcase here on my side.
Okay. Let's give it a few more votes. Let me see. Nope. And now in the lead is the 5 design packs. Okay, wait, there comes Chris. You cannot vote twice. I'm pretty sure I just saw you voting on Facebook and YouTube. Okay. Yeah. Right. In the lead is the design packs. Right. Yeah. Okay. Right. I think the last 2, but it won't matter. Show the dog. The dog is sleeping on my lap, and she's so heavy. She thinks she's a lap dog, but she's not a lap dog. Design pack. The winner is design packs. Dimi, I want funnels. Come on.
Okay. Funnels. You know what? Who wants funnels? You want funnels?
I want funnels. Yeah. But the vote goes in for the design packs.
Now we need to abide by the rules, right? We don't have the rules. We don't have anything. So let me share the screen. If I can't remember how to do it. Yeah.
Okay, so
share screen, application window.
I think you will need to let me give some sneak peek into the funnels in another video. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep at some point.
I'll send you the funnel design after we conclude our night with our friends here. So you can see my screen, guys. I'm not sure.
Wait, let me add it. There we go.
Oh, okay. So I'll move here. This is the first one I want to show you. It's called Crowd. It's basically a crowd. We've made it for a cloud founding platform. Of course, this is a multi-purpose design. You can easily create something in the corporate in a fresh corporate website, or maybe an agency, a design thing, something creative. I was talking with Bogdan, and we love these vibrant colors in contrast with the images in the background that don't pop too much. Let me also show you a couple of home pages. Some of these layout packs have look, 3 home pages, 2 here, about a couple of team members, galleries. So some of them have 8, 9, even 10 or more pages. This is, I think, is another home page, and we've tried to keep them as different as possible. So some of the blocks repeat themselves, of course, like on any website, but we've tried to bring some magic here and look. Do some things differently, so you can pick and choose blocks and layouts from different pages and mix and match them. Explore. To be honest, I didn't even see all the pages, so some of these are new for me as well. This is a shorter one. Let's go on about. Yeah, I'll go on with another one. This is called a Zeno. It's a sort of a donation website, charity in that lane. It's very colorful, and This is a very good example of a block structure. We've tried, as you'll see in these 5 designs. I'll show you tonight. We've tried to create more interesting block structures with columns and things like that. Some things that you don't necessarily see on any theme or template out there. It's not something groundbreaking, but we've tried to do some things like this, some things like some things that don't scream at you like this is a website template when you look at it, right? Here, something that tells you, look, this is a website, a custom website made by designers. Of course, everything you see here is responsive 100%. We've set everything regarding the design language, the design system, the global design system, like fonts and colors. Everything is global, so basically you have full control on everything here very easily from the global elements. Look at this page. I'm scrolling. It's 20,000 pixels. Maybe you, yeah. I was wondering when I'll hit the end and realize that the scroll is like 10 pixel in height. Of course, you will not use it like this, right? With 30 blocks in the page. But what gives you what you'll see here is that there is a lot of possibility, right? You like this block, you save it. You like another block, you save it, you delete 2-3 blocks. So this opens the way for you to create a great website. If you put on top a plugin like We Give or another charity plugin, you are set. You basically have your charity website. Or if you're an organization, an NGO, you can have this set in less than a day. Maybe 1-2 days. Okay, so so we have 2 pages here, 4, 6, another 5 here. So 12 pages for this one.
Dimitri, while you are showing that, are we talking about the possibility of getting? I mean, pages is one thing, and what about those headers and footers? Will they be included?
Yeah, of course they'll be included. Everything is included, and this is an idea of a header, and it's very cool because it has this. When we designed this and we've created all these layout packs, we didn't just throw something there in the header to be there, right? For example, if you take this example, our Asino or our Zeno header. You have some contact, right? Some contact here in the header. Some things that are maybe more important to be more prominent, more bring to the front in a website, a charity website like this. Of course, everything can be repurposed, but for this example, we felt that this header works better with those contact forms in there, and everything is included. Of course. Most of the layouts will come in Pro. We'll have some in Free that will not have the headers because the headers are in the Pro version of our plugin. But everything is included for sure. I'll move on. This is another one. This is more for as you can see, for a spa treatment, something in the health, maybe in the health area, and we've tried some overlaps and some nice designs here with the text that are not aligned and are a bit create this nice contrast here, and maybe you'll sell some products. As you can see, all the blocks, and we sold WordPress themes on Envato, and I can tell you that I've seen WordPress themes and templates in the past 10 years that I'm sick of it. And there are some of them, not all of them, but there are some of them that when you look at them, you can put your head on a chopper that is a template or something, because it breeds I can't explain it, but if I look at some templates, I can tell that they are templates sometimes.
Yeah.
And we are trying to avoid this feeling with all our designs, and I think we are doing a great job from back in the day in TeamFuse, and now we are doing that as well. Let me show you a couple of more pages. Of course, some of the blocks are more standard, but we are trying to bring some pizzazz in every page, in every layout. For example, this NMB layout pack has also this hamburger menu here. We've tried to mix and match things, so we give you more options. Let's also see, we saw the services. Let's go to contact. Yeah, so basically what you'll do, GP, you'll just import the page, go in the contact form and select put your address here on the right hand side, and select an integration or the WordPress.
Are they mobile ready yet? I see Pelin Charlie's asking about mobile.
Yeah, 100% mobile responsive. Everything is set on globals, colors and typography, and everything is 100% responsive. So you will not have to if you are playing with the content only, you don't have to change anything. It's ready to go. Of course, if you're starting to mix and match and modify things, Brizy is approximating the responsive part and doing a pretty good job, in my opinion. But you'll want to go through it and see what's there and maybe fine touch it a little bit. Okay, let me jump to the next one. This is one I like a lot, because it's very vibrant, and it gives this feeling of new, of something fresh, of something. These are some colors that you don't see usually and often on templates. And again, with these special blocks that we are trying to bring in, that we have a nice testimonial slider here. So you'll encounter this somewhat special blocks in all our layout packs. Let's see the about page. Some of the pages, full disclaimer, I didn't even see all the pages, so they are a surprise for me as well. Yeah, you can see
our. If you say they're a surprise, when are we looking at the release for these guys?
These guys are what I'm showing you today are only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I've made a little mistake, and I'll show you 6 by mistake, but I think you guys will take it. So these are 6 from 20 layout packs that will launch very, very soon. We'll have the WooCommerce first, because this is something that is pressing, and we want to push that. I'll just scroll a bit and talk at the same time. So we'll want to push the WooCommerce first. Then it will be stories, and after stories, and stories will come in a week or maybe 10 days tops from WooCommerce. So we'll have a bit of a gap, not too large. And after that, after stories, it's a full design update that will contain 20 layout packs. What I'm showing you tonight are only 6 of them. We'll get 14 more on this same idea. This is our gradient text at work, and I wanted to
gradient text at work. It looks to me like it's finished. Roll it out tomorrow.
Yeah. And you can use gradient text right now, GP, if you didn't know, but yeah.
I'm being eaten by mosquitoes here. We are turning into summer, and I hear them, and there's nothing that annoys me more than a mosquito.
Okay, I'll go faster then. This is our timeline.
No need to go fast.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm starting to sweat here, and I think next time I have to bring my mosquito stuff to make sure they don't attack me here.
I wanted to stay on this page a little bit more, on this about page, because I wanted to show you our timeline element, and this is and this is a very cool element that you can use in Brizy. Go, if you didn't use it already and you don't know what I'm talking about, go play with it. It's pretty cool. You can do all sorts of things with it, and it's very easy to use. Let's see the pricing. Nice. I like the pricing a lot because it uses our switch element. So we have an element that will let you switch between basically two types of pricing. You can go, I don't know, yearly and monthly, or WordPress and cloud, or things like that. And of course, you can build anything you want in this. You can have tables, images, text, anything you want, because it's a container element that supports any element. So you basically can drag anything in there. Short, frequently asked questions here. Let's go on the contact, a standard contact form, and yeah, that's about it with the smart. I think this works great for applications, maybe, or maybe a website selling design, or maybe selling an app, or maybe something creative, something that is fresh, it's new, with these colors. And we are always trying to find good ideas and good colors to match the design, because I'm sure some of you are not designers, and maybe don't want to play too much with them, or maybe change them a little bit, but to have the good idea already there, and only to mix and match a little bit and have everything going. The next one is called Moon, and it's a band website. I know Chris will be especially happy about this, because I know that his marketing company is working with a lot of bands. I'm sorry, Chris, I bet the COVID ripped shreds into the music business, but I'm sure you'll bounce back. And this is a band website. Again, these interesting blocks that were made with Brizy, that we're trying to put in. We can go with the lineup here, and maybe present some singles and latest music, some upcoming events. There are some designs like this one, for example. It's made so specific for a music band that I'm not seeing much possibility here other than music bands, right? Maybe. Yeah, maybe
a comedy or something else, but it's maybe a live performance.
Yeah, a live performance, maybe a podcast, maybe something like in this area with the performances. We have a cool sidebar menu right here. Here on about, we've used that image mask we have in Brizy with managing theme, and again, these singles. You can subscribe to a newsletter to receive more news. Let's try a different page. That's discography. A player here with and some links to different services, Spotify and others. Yeah, so we've tried to bring in a layout that are niched in a way that help you eventually to bring in a solution, right? If you are looking for a band website, for example, this is the way to go for sure, because it's crafted specifically for that. If you are looking for a dental website, the last one will be a dental showcase, and I'll go to that, and you'll see that it's something that really fits the colors, the fonts, everything fits the field. And this is the idea to bring. This is again a perfect example of our timeline element, right? Imagine this. I'm super excited about the flexibility of some of our elements, of all of them, of course, but some showcase the flexibility of the charts. Let's go back to that just to prove my point here. So we have this timeline like this, and we also have this timeline like this, and it's the same element. We've created this with the same element, totally different design on a different arrangement. So if you didn't use Brizy before, go use it now, because it's all full with elements and things like this. And lastly, the contact form. We've tried with something a bit more eye-catchy here with these borders. That's about it.
I have to agree. Really, just looking at the work that went into these designs, really, really thoughtful and well done, very modern and very practical. I think there's going to be a lot of people that will find usage for them immediately. Like you say, the reality is not everyone is a designer. And I mean, one of the tutorials we just posted over the weekend, it's something that takes a lot of time. And when you start without knowing a little bit about graphic design, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to make the rookie mistakes that everyone is going to make. So people don't always like using pre-made layouts or templates. We want to create our own things, but learning starts with copying. It's like when you're a baby, you hear your parents speak, you copy their words. You have no idea what you're saying, but one day you end up being able to speak. And that's kind of how graphic design works. Listen to the people who know, use the templates, learn from them, try and copy them. And over time, you build up the feeling for it, and you get what looks good and what doesn't look good.
Yeah, for sure. And last but not least, I'll show you this one, and this I like a lot because it has again that nice watercolor colors feeling. It's pretty cool, and it's called Pearl Dent, and it's as you can imagine, it's a dental or I think it works great. Something that is in this area, hospital, something that is clean. You want something that is right. So if you are going to a doctor, you want a website that it's pretty clean and has some colors like this on it. And if I had a dental clinic or a clinic or something along these lines, I'll want to use this because it's fresh and I'd want to put that on my visitors. Let's see the menu here. We have a home page and about page. I didn't see these pages. I think I saw only I seen this one. Again, these blocks that try to bring something of a structure that you don't see usually. Something that speaks to websites that are created as a custom project from scratch, not as templates. This was the about us. We'll have a services, dental implants, a services page here. Yep. With all the call to actions and all the blocks that are more akin to landing pages that usually tend to convert more than classic websites. And we've tried to implement all sorts of solutions like this, borrowed from funnels, from landing pages, from with all the call to actions and all the. And lastly, a contact. Let's see what's here. Yep, a contact form. Again, a header that is a bit more special, with the map here to easily find your clinic and the address. And that's about it. We are pretty excited. I'll just stop sharing my screen.
Right. So I think while we're on that, let me ask a few questions.
Yeah,
and
sure.
these will be our going out questions relating to the design. So Kasra has asked about, and a few people talked about various templates, seeing that there will be a WooCommerce Pro coming out for a WooCommerce builder. Would there be a possibility of WooCommerce templates in the future?
There will be a possibility, and you've pronounced the word right, calling it future, and I'll tell you why is that. That is because we are still improving and developing and extending our dynamic content functionality in Brizy. As you know, right now the posts and the archive elements do the job. They are great for my blogs, for example. If I were to build a blog like we've built it on Brizy, if you go our website, the Brizy is fully Brizy created, so the blog as well uses the dynamic content. It does the job for this kind of project, but there are some needs there for more complex functionality. So we need to extend that, and I know for a fact that this is already in the works. We are working to rewrite part of the dynamic content. We've improved it a lot already, but right now we are rewriting the posts element. And when I'm talking about posts, I'm talking about everything related to posts, everything related to archives, to products, to everything related to the dynamic content element that brings posts on your page. And that is a query system that will let you select anything related to categories, tags, choose to display some things, choose to not display some things, choose to not repeat posts if a post is in multiple categories and things like that. So that will enable to create all sorts of queries on the database on what posts they should be brought in on the page. And secondly, we will work, and the guys are working on it, to draw everything in the builder. So basically, right now, I'm not sure you know it, but right now, if you drag a post element, the posts are not displayed in the builder. You can see it on the front end, of course, but there is this small disconnect, right? It's not totally the Brizy way. You drag something on the page and you have to go on the front end to see how it looks. So we are improving that as well. The new post element will display your posts in there, and actually you'll be able to select what posts you want to be displayed. So, for example, if you go and create a post details page, we'll bring in a post by default. So you have some content in there, but you will have the option to switch it and to display a certain post to see how it will look directly in the builder. And that's because some of the text, some of the elements, and some of the dynamic stuff, they are not always the same on every post, and you'll want to see that inside the builder. This is the second thing. And the third thing, we want to work on multiple ways to display posts on the page. So maybe have different structures of posts, or different. The main idea is to let you create more complex blogging in terms of think of it. That's a pain in the butt. Yeah, you are partially right. It's a pain in the butt for some users that want things to be more complex, and we are working on that. But it tells the story, and it's great for users that want something on the lighter side, right? So it depends from where you're looking at. But the idea is to improve it overall, and I'll circle around to the question. And once we have this improved and solid, we'll be able to bring in templates for blogs, for products, for product details, and things like that. And my guess is that we'll start with extending the current layout packs. So basically, we have I think we have 30 something now, and we'll add another 20. We can start with extending those for blogging and WooCommerce and things like that, and they will be in for sure. But Right now, you'll have to create them either using some of the layouts we'll have and repurpose them for products or for blogging, and wait for our take on those.
Right. So there's a lot coming, a lot until the end of the year. And as you guys can see, between Chris and Dimi and myself, we're trying to bring a little bit more out for you with a few how-tos and updating some of the videos and some useful tips along the way as well. And with the stories, okay, so I'm going to try and remember what people can be expecting. WooCommerce maybe within 10 days from now. After that, stories.
Yep.
And then the designs.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Right. So these should be there, and if there's anything in between, we will also let you guys know about all of that.
I'm talking about major things that will be added in Brizy, because we push certain updates between all this, and they are usually fixing some stuff, or maybe but usually it's fixing maybe small adjustments, not bigger stuff. So if you see an update on Brizy, it might be something smaller, not necessarily something big. But if you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and on our website, you'll be in the know. You'll know when we push something bigger.
Great, guys. I'm going to bring up.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to, and I was talking with Bogdan drinking a wine. I should not forget this, but I forgot. Please hit a like on our live stream. It helps it a lot. I've learned that if we have a bunch of likes, the algorithms gods favor us. So if you guys are willing to push a like, it's a great gesture for us, and we would appreciate it. And Facebook, sorry, I think YouTube will love us more. Sorry, GP, go on.
Yeah, so hit the like if you like it, and if you didn't like it, please let us know. Right? That's
like.
We're in this business. We are going to bring our town hall officially to an end tonight. The mayor has to go home and take care of the work at home, and we are very grateful for all of you who had joined us here. There are still many questions left unanswered, and what we will try and do from each town hall to the next town hall is to focus on those that we didn't answer in the previous town hall.
Good idea.
You can expect a town hall about once a month, because otherwise, maybe we're going to ask the same questions over and over. Where's the funnels? Where's the funnels? But I will be working with Dimi to see if we can get some sneak peek into funnels for those of us who didn't get our choice.
Maybe funnels will be voted next time, and we'll try. You know what? We'll try to the second choice to be something not so cool. So we'll tilt the balance in the funnels way.
And I think to leave off, you talked about maybe doing the membership webinar next week, right?
I'm thinking maybe next week. I've seen the in-house beta. We've played with it. It works fine. It's great. When I've seen it for the first time, I see what's with this functionality, right? It's two options that brings you so much, and it opens the doors to great possibilities, right? I was super impressed, and it works. It's great. We've came up with some feedback in house to how to improve it, and the guys I think will work on it in the next days, next week. But if not next week, maybe the week after, something like this, 1-2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
But there will be, there will be a lot of things to show. We'll have WooCommerce webinar around that. We'll have web stories. So great things are coming in the next weeks, guys. So yeah, stay tuned.
Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Stay safe.
Hey, thanks.
Bye-bye.